So within the past month or months, we've seen several floods from Libya to Haiti, Dominican Republic, New York, a lot of countries. Somebody said in the comments the other day that the world is turning upside down. And you can imagine why somebody would say that. This morning I woke up just going through the news like I always do, and I found another one which says flooding in the Caribbean. And it says they're seeing winds of 100 kilometers per hour. That's concerning. But let's check out the updates and we'll talk afterwards.
Caribbean Islands, October 3rd, 2023.
Today, why do you think there are more floods these days?
Oh, c'est pas possible. Non, mais non. Jure.
Oof, this is risky.
Route de Guadeloupe. Merci.
Tropical storm Felipe made landfall Monday in the tiny island of Barbuda, as the erratic storm unleashed heavy rains and flash floods in the northeast Caribbean.
Hope
The
there are no
storm was about
casualties.
130 kilometers east-southeast of St. Martin on Monday night. Top sustained winds were at 85 kilometers per hour with higher gusts, and Philip was moving west-northwest at 11 kilometers per hour. The storm is expected to eventually spin north into the open Atlantic, where it could strengthen into a hurricane around midweek, forecasters say. The twin island nation of Antigua and Barbuda was expected to be slammed with the strongest winds and heaviest rains as the storm moves away from the archipelago, forecasters said. Schools on both islands would close on Tuesday, officials said.
What is the reason for all this flooding these days? I was having a discussion with somebody the other time, and they said water takes the form of the container, right? We all know that. But he said more and more people are constantly building infrastructure into where was once a home or a house for water. And now the water needs a new place to stay. Because of that, it's being pushed to some other places, causing this flood. Let me know what you think about that theory. But it will make sense because we're seeing more and more infrastructure where people build things. For example, like the Palm Island on Dubai. That was a space for water. So when you build on top of it, where does that water go? It means it's being pushed to another region. I'm not a scientist. I cannot really justify that theory, but it seemed to have made sense from that conversation. I was just having with somebody. It's all speculative, but let me know what you think, or if you have like a real reason why the flooding is just so much these days. Let me know. It happens in Nigeria too. Nigeria, there's a part called like the island part of Nigeria. A lot of floodings happened there. When I was schooling in Ghana, I think in 2015, June 12, 2015, there was a big flooding that killed about 364 people, if I'm not mistaken. And there was also fire that from a gas station, maybe caused by the flood. But what I'm saying is this is just very disastrous. It's just very concerning.
approcher de la région.
The storm moved a bit further west than had been initially expected, with the Caribbean Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology saying Philip has not been a well-behaved storm or predictable in its trajectory. Initially, it was projected to hit Puerto Rico as a depression.
Be careful.
The storm forced Antigua-based regional airline LI-80 to cancel several flights and prompted officials to announce the closure of schools on Tuesday in the French Caribbean territories of Saint Martin and Saint Barts. Philip was forecast to turn north-northwest by late Tuesday and then north on Wednesday into open waters.
People living in the
Rainfall
basement.
amounts expected through Tuesday include 4 to 6 inches for Antigua and Barbuda and 2 to 4 inches for the rest of the Leeward Islands, the Hurricane Center reported. Heavy rainfall from Philip also could produce isolated to scattered flash flooding across Antigua and Barbuda through Tuesday, according to the advisory.
No information on the casualties. Maybe everybody was safe.
Officials in the French Caribbean islands of Guadeloupe warned of copious rains starting Monday afternoon, with accumulation of up to 4 inches in some areas. Forecasters said strong wind shear is expected to prevent Philippe from strengthening in coming.
Why would they turn off the fans though? Or is it the wind blowing? No, it's not the wind because the light is on. They should turn off the fan so the blades don't cut off.
Days, but shifting condition could allow it to become a hurricane later in the week.
I'm worried about this lightning and us.
It's still raining heavily.
You waited. This is the craziest mess I've ever seen in my life. Never been through anything.
That's someone sitting wrong.
That's fun though.
Wind gusts of this magnitude can cause some localized power outages and tree damage before the storm exits northward late Tuesday, weather experts said. The Hurricane Center also warned of dangerous surf conditions along the Atlantic coast of the northern Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico through midweek. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions, the Hurricane Center said.
Qu'est-ce que tu mal? Ah non, c'est pas vrai. Regarde pas ça descendre là. Ah ouais, monsieur. Aïe!
Ah, mais c'est que tu veux partir là.
Forecasters say that Philip will likely strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane by the end of the week as it tracks north into the open Atlantic Ocean east of Bermuda. It is not forecast to have any direct impact on the United States. If it becomes a hurricane, it would be the 7th hurricane of the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season, Aside from
7th.
Philip, hurricane experts say the Atlantic basin will turn quieter again and no new development is expected through the next week.
Yeah, I think we can end that one right there. Yeah, I just thought I should bring the updates because it's been happening a lot more. And if you live out there, I send my prayers. I'm going to pray for you guys. I got you. If that's what I can do. If there's an aid, a way to help the people there, if they've lost something, I always try my best as well. So if you can help as well, feel free to do your best to help. But anyways, very concerning. Very, very concerning. We need to figure out what the real issue is and at least try to stop it from our end. I mean, if it's man-made. Somebody was speculating the other day. I don't know where I'd seen that video, maybe on Instagram Reel. He said he had the keys to a place in the Antarctica, was it? But he had a key, and the key had very high-tech technology, some of which were used to cause earthquake and floodings in some nations. I don't know if humans are that horrible to do things like that, but if humans are responsible, they must be held accountable if there's such a technology. I don't know for a fact. But let me know what you think. If there's anything you want to add, correct, or critique, please do so. With that being said, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.